Hi guys, it's me again. I want to thank all the new subscribers that I have. I see that you guys are joining and it's keeping me motivated to make more videos. So I know for a while there I wasn't making videos and was kind of like forgetting about the channel and focusing a lot on things in my personal life. So I'm trying to get back into doing videos. So this one I am actually going to talk about how I get my hair. And you guys have seen, if you've seen my previous videos, I have very curly hair. It's 3A, 3B, which is kind of a Botticelli curl. It's loose, and I have a thick, coarse pattern, and it's kind of hard to get straight unless you use some pretty harsh heat like blow drying and flat ironing. And for this, I didn't use any blow dryers, and I didn't flat iron it. It's not perfectly straight. It doesn't like swing, but to be honest, when you're a curly girl, you really need to accept the fact that you weren't born with the kind of hair that's going to swing around. So you have to work with your hair so that way it looks better. And it's also very easy to maintain, and you can stretch this particular style out for a few days. So after I condition washed my hair, which I use Suave Naturals coconut, and I put that in my scalp as soon as I get my hair wet and saturated, and I kind of use a massaging motion to kind of loosen up any of the dead skin cells that I might have and some of the dirt, and then I finger comb it so that way the hair can rinse. And it's usually pretty silky after I do that. And then I use Tresemme Naturals, no silicone conditioning, and I use that as my conditioner. And I let that sit for a few minutes, rinse it out, and then I just let my hair dry with this as a moisturizer. And it's the first time that I've actually used it, and I'm going to give an honest review on it because I think that the people who watch my channels know that I give pretty honest reviews and can trust my opinion. And this is the we got some focusing issues. Okay, organic coconut and aloe moisture pudding, and it's by Darcy's Botanicals. This I put in my hair as it was still sort of damp but not quite dry, and I worked it in sort of like in sections, and then I finger combed it down. I knew that I was going to do a roller set, so I didn't bother with the scrunching and all of that hullabaloo that goes with making your hair curly. So I just kind of let it sit in there, let it air dry. And you know, I have the luxury to wear a surgical bonnet, which is a cap that you have to wear in the operating room and all of the areas that have to deal with surgical instruments. So being that I work in that environment, I had the opportunity to tie my hair back into a bun, and the next day is when I did the roller set. What I used for the rollers are these they're ionic rollers from Remington. And it comes with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes with 20 rollers, and it's mixed with big and smaller. So if you need to have a tutorial on how to put in rollers, just let me know. I'll do a tutorial. If you want to just kind of look it up on YouTube, there are plenty of videos that show how to do it. It's not that hard. But anyway, what I did was I went through my hair, I dampened it a little bit with my spray mister with water, and I used my DevaCurl Set It Free, and I sprayed that all throughout. So I did in each section, and it was very small sections. When you have very curly hair, don't try to lump like a section like this around the roller because it's going to come out looking janky. So it's better to take your time and do each section one at a time. It is time consuming, but it is the least damaging way I have ever found to make my hair look like this. So I did the roller set, let it sit for about half an hour, took the rollers out, and it was a lot of big loose curls. And once that cooled, I took my brush. This has some pretty The bristles are not natural bristles. They are plastic and they get to the scalp. So what you want to do before you start wrapping your hair around, which is the second step, is you want to detangle. You kind of want to comb those curls through and wrap your hair around. Again, if you don't know how to wrap your hair, just leave a comment and I will do a tutorial specifically for wrapping. But for time purposes, I'm not going to do that today. I did it this morning. I did it yesterday, and you have to wrap your hair when you have curly hair before you go to sleep, or you have to do like kind of, you just have to do it, otherwise your hair is not going to stay straight. It's not going to be shiny. There's no shortcut way, and like I said, this is the no damage version of straightening your hair, so you have to be able to put in the work and the time that it takes to get your hair to look somewhat like this. And after I wrap my hair, if you want to take a shortcut and you don't want to go to sleep with a wrap, or you want it to be like as sleek and shiny as possible, you can use, and this is what I got from the Hair Therapy Wrap Company. It works really well, and this is actually kind of like a towel covered heating bonnet, and it has these gel packs inside. What you do is you put it in the microwave, and what I did was I put it in for a minute. I put it in for a minute, and then additionally I put it in for like 15 more seconds, and it gets really hot. Like, it penetrates your hair, and after you wrap your hair, you put it on, you make sure it's really tight, and you sit for 20 minutes, and then you could do your makeup while you're doing this. It's like perfect to just quickly wrap up your hair while this comes out of the microwave. You put it on, you do your makeup, 20 minutes later you take it off. The really important thing that I learned is that you have to let your hair cool after you take this off, and it takes 2 minutes for it to cool. It doesn't even take that long, because that's what really sets the hair and makes it look really shiny. Then after I took it down, I just went with my fingers to comb it down, and this is what it looks like. And I think it's a really good alternative to blow drying and flat ironing your hair. I have been on a natural hair journey for the past 7 years, and I don't use any products in my hair. I stopped actually dyeing my hair earlier this year, and even though I have gray hairs, I'm okay with that, because I believe in aging gracefully, and I don't think that I need to have like my hair colored all the time. Now, my opinion might change in a couple of years when I have more gray hair, but for now I'm okay with the amount of grays that I have, and I have quite a few. But if you want to see how long my hair has gotten, see, it doesn't get it perfectly straight. You do need to finger comb it. And anyway, this is as long as it's gotten, and it's grown from, I think, about here. Yeah, it's grown from like this point to down here from May until now. So I think there's a lot of growth. Usually when I wear it like this, it's too much for me to walk around with it on my back. I like to have it to the front because I like to play with my hair, and that way I can just, I feel like I have more control. It's not going to be perfect. You're not going to have hair that doesn't need to be fluffed up, but like I said, if you're looking to do something that will allow you the flexibility of wearing your hair somewhat straight without the damage, this is a really good alternative. And the reason why I do this every once in a while, so that I can trim my hair, and I usually do this, it makes it a lot more accurate for me to trim my hair and give it the layers, which, by the way, I just trim from the crown right here to where the arc of my eyebrows are. I section that off, tie the rest of the hair out, and I work through that section. And if you need a tutorial on that, I'll do a tutorial on that. I think the next time I'm due for a trim is in November, so I'll do it then. I don't want to do it again because I just trimmed my hair. I don't want to keep cutting my hair. But anyway, if you just do that, you can stretch out your haircut for at least 6 months, because that's really where the damage happens. But anyway, that's how I got this look today. It's a very natural look. It's very sustainable, but you do have, it's a process. You have to roller set, wrap, and then keep wrapping until you wash your hair. Otherwise, it'll just get really frizzy. But anyway, if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment or hit me up on my inbox. Bye.